Hi everyone, so I am testing this out because I'm recording on my iPad and I have not tried this before, so I'm going to see how the sound is, and this is a little bit of a tester. My last tester video cut off in the middle of it. It let me finish recording and then it didn't upload at all, so I don't know what happened with that. I'm still getting used to these mediums. Any feedback around your experience with comparing YouTube Live versus Facebook Live, let me know. And this apparently is not live, it looks like. Looks like I'm just recording. So I'm in Lafayette, Colorado right now. It's beautiful. The clouds are starting to come and roll in, so I'm hoping we get a little thunderstorm action later. There's really great thunderstorms here when it rains. So, yeah, I'm going to be continuing these video logs of my traveling nomadic lifestyle and journeys, and I welcome any names for this video logging. I do have a good one in the running. Somebody mentioned tailgate talks because a lot of them will be happening on my tailgate, since that is my mode of transportation in my home. So yeah, welcome to my unnamed channel, and I think what I wanted to share was just the really awesome nature of when you're full-time nomadic, the people that you meet along the way are just so fun. And I'm going to share the story that cut off in my last video was about meeting a shaman on the side of the road who pulled over and she saw me playing music. And I'm going to actually share that story in another video because she interviewed me, and so I want to be able to post that interview once she posts it below. But until then, another great story. I was in Moab recently, and Utah is just a beautiful state. If you've never been there, it's a must-do visit state for any American, any person, any traveler, any human for sure. And I was at a brewery there, and you might not know this about Utah, but the laws there prohibit or put limits on the amount of alcohol in beers that is sold at breweries and how much you can even drink when you're at, I think, when you're at a brewery or distillery. I don't think I was at I was at a restaurant. And so anyway, the beers on tap were all 4%, which is pretty low by normal American standards. Anyway, I'm sitting at the bar, and this gentleman walks in, who I'm now referring to as my New York grandpa. And he's from New York, and he was loud, and he had the accent, and he was trying to joke with the bartender, who was just not having any of it. Very stoic she was. And we just got to talking, and we just had a great time. We talked. He lives in Paso Robles, California, which is near where I used to live, and he rides his motorcycle out to Moab a couple times a year because of just because it's so beautiful. And he's got all the things that East Coasters have that I miss about that part of the country. Fast talking, fast thinking, quick-witted, dry humor, just so sarcastic. Everything is a dig or a punch or a poke, however you want to view it. And everything is just loud and fast, and we cut each other off, and it's how we communicate. I grew up in Massachusetts, so that's why I say we. I'm a card-carrying masshole. You'll hear me say that again. And it was just a really, really good conversation. And we shared a few beers together, and we were joined by somebody else who claims to have done like 3,000 first ascents in the Utah area. Chuck, and the New York grandpa is Ed, and was it Ed? Yeah, I think it was Ed. We didn't even introduce ourselves until like we parted ways. But yeah, it was just a really good time, and interesting, the characters you meet, and the conversations you get into and the things you learn. It's just so beautiful. We were talking about how motorcycle riding is just, it brings a whole new light to how you drive, to driving, to areas, to sightseeing. We talked about how, like Ed was very we were talking about just the heat in Arizona, and I was like, I don't know how people ride there. And I mean, I know it's cooler when you ride, but it's still when it's over 100 degrees. And he said that was perfect for him because usually riding will bring the temperature around you down about 20 degrees if you're moving, obviously. And but I was like, 80 is still too hot for me. I need to move north. And the smells, you smell everything on a motorcycle when you're riding. It just, I mean, you'll smell something 4 cars up, a strawberry being eaten, or smoke, somebody smoking. I mean, it's crazy what you can smell. It's much more potent than when you're driving a car. So anyway, the people you meet along the way are priceless, and I feel like I only have these amazing, awesome experiences when I'm traveling. Um, the question I get a lot, which is a question now I don't ask, is, where are you from or where do you live? Because I can't answer that question. And so I usually ask people, where are you coming from and where are you headed? It's sort of a nomadic way of, keeping my mind open to the fact that not everyone is in one place. Uh, that kind of stemmed from Overland Expo when I was there in Flagstaff, which is a really great expo. If you have any questions about that, let me know. I'll post that link below too. Um, no one's asking like, where do you live? I mean, some people were, but most people are just asking, where are you coming from and where are you going? It's a common question. So 'cause most people are nomadic or traveling or travel a lot, maybe not full time, but a lot. So anyway, this is a test of this video, so not as much content, but I just love the new experiences that I keep having and all the people I meet along the way. It's just such a beautiful journey, and I'm excited to share more of it with you.